Come into a comfortable seated posture. Eyes closed. Start coming back inward. Observe your breathing. Check if the lungs are expanding freely, completely, and emptying out completely. All the mental activity interferes with the breathing pattern, interferes with how you're holding your body. So observe, settle down into your breathing. That will allow you to feel a little more settled in the body, a little more settled with the mental activity. Check how free and relaxed your body is getting so that the breath can flow freely. Feel that the body is opening up as you keep observing the breath. See if you can be a little more active in your breathing. Breathing all the way into the belly button. Breathing such that the chest and rib cage are opening up. See how active you are in your breathing. Can you bring that same activeness in your body? As if every part of the body is ready to move. Now tell yourself that for the rest of the hour, you will keep your attention on the body, on the breathing, observing, enjoying whatever is happening, listening to the body, knowing when to challenge it, when to ease up in a posture or pranayama. Today also, tell yourself, you will step aside and be the observer in your practice. Through every practice, just feeling that you are stepping aside, allowing that energy flow to guide the body into movement. Through most of what we do, there is always that strong I. It says, I am doing this. I don't do this. I think this way. So slowly using our practice to step out of that I and let things happen. If we can stay open, allow that life force energy to flow, you will notice a deeper effect with your yoga practices as well. So we will chant our 3 rounds of Om. Right from there, remain aware of the body breathing And just after inhalation, feel that I'm allowing the sound to open. We are just stepping aside so that the vibrations can be felt. That same feeling, attitude of stepping aside to let things happen. Let us go with the 3 rounds. Take a nice breath in. Oh. 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 Continuing to be active, bring your palms together, rub them, up your eyes, and slowly blink your eyes open. All right. Let's start our body movements in tabletop position today. Slowly releasing any tightness, tension in the joints, gently starting to stretch the muscles. So coming into your tabletop, we'll start with a few wrist rotations here. So spread your fingers and drawing circles with your shoulders to get that wrist opening. Five rounds, and then you can go in the reverse direction. Notice the pressure at the base of your palm. Be active in the fingers, knuckles, fingertips. So just spread the weight across the fingers and palm. And finish your 5 rounds in the reverse direction. And once you're done, come back to a neutral position. Turn your palms backward so that the fingers are pointing to the knees. And just moving forward and back slightly to stretch the inner wrist. Even here, be a little active in your fingertips. And yes, you can go a couple of times and then relax. And now, once you're done, turn your palms inward, fingers facing each other. You'll notice a little bit of work. We're stretching the outer wrist. Now, if you're comfortable, you can try to make a fist and open it out. A little bit more work for the little muscles on the back of the palms. Otherwise, you can just stay here for a few seconds. Whenever you feel it's too intense, you can move out of this. And slowly place your palms back, coming to tabletop. And now once you're here, make sure your wrists are right under the shoulders. Spread your fingers, just like how you would like the position of a tripod. You lift your palm to press into the fingertips. Just a few rounds of just lifting the palm, but the fingers are in contact. So go back and forth. They're just working on those little muscles in the fingers. And relax. You can tuck your toes and sit back on your heels for a bit. Notice the sensations in the wrists, palms, fingers. Take a few moments. We'll come back to tabletop to move the rest of the body. And slowly coming back to tabletop. Your knees slightly apart. Wrist, base of the palm right under the shoulders. Let's start with some cat and cow movements. Notice the area of the belly, the lower back. See how you can allow the stretches on the front and on the back. And now we'll start raising one leg up along with this movement. So as if you're pointing the toes towards the ceiling and bringing your knee to the forehead or the nose. We'll continue for a few rounds. Stay active in your fingertips, hands as well, so you don't feel the stress on the base of the palms. Two more rounds. And after this round, you can switch to the other side. You're moving to lift the other leg, actively lifting, gently bringing it closer to the head, to your face. One last round. And relax. Bring your knee down. Now sit back on your heels with your feet slightly apart only, knees slightly apart. Sit back. We'll move into the cobra and child's pose. So lengthen, stretch your arms. Walk your fingers forward to stretch the back. Look to the front of the room so that you lengthen your spine. Spread your fingers. You can move the palms slightly apart if you want. And as you inhale, coming to the full Bhujangasana, bringing your hips forward and down to the mat. And going back to Balasana, child's pose. Continue moving. So you can come to tabletop, allow the hips to go down and look up. Lift your hips, go back to child's. Three more rounds. Finish your last round. When you come forward this time, tuck your toes. We'll go into a mountain. Lifting the, tuck your toes, lift your hips, Adjust the position of your feet if you need to, and gently bending one knee at a time to stretch the back of the legs. Pedaling your knee, the stretches on your calf. Feel that your hips are pointing upward every time you bend the knee. And slowly placing your knees down, you can come to a kneeling position and come up to a standing position. Take a moment. Let's go with the sun salutations, Surya Namaskaras. Just shake your body if you need to. Come into a Samasthiti, a balanced posture. Weight distributed on both the feet. Standing tall and active. First round, we'll take a few breaths in each posture. Inhale in Samasthiti. Exhale, palms in front of the chest. Take a few breaths here. Are you active in every part? Are you light? As you inhale next, raise your arms. Join your palms, look up, and slowly see if you can take your arms even behind your head. Extending backward, how can you still maintain that lightness? Be active on the muscles on the back and front of the body. And as you exhale, straighten up, start hinging from the hips. Feel free to bend the knees if you need. Coming into a forward fold. Padahastasana. Looking towards your knees, relax the neck. How can you bring lightness here? If you're pressing your feet into the mat, can you be active in your hips, the upper body? And as you exhale, take your right foot back into the horse rider, Ashwasanchalana posture. Observe if there's any tightness around the hips, what is stopping you from lowering the hips a little more. Looking to the front of the room, how can you bring that lightness in your fingertips, the foot, the back leg? Can you be active in your core and hips? Being active in the core, shoulders, buttocks will help you stay light on your palms and feet. As you exhale, tucking the back toes, going into the plank, Santulanasana. Make sure your hips are in line with the shoulders, your shoulders right above the wrist. Even here, you have to engage all muscles. But is it possible to bring that activeness, feeling light on your palms and feet? Now inhale, bring your knees down. Exhaling, chest and chin down to the eight-limbed pose, Ashtanga Namaskara. Find your comfort, find that lightness here in all parts that are touching the mat. The next time you inhale, using every part of the body to slide forward, stretch the toes to the back, lift the head, chest. A little bit of pressure on your palms, but see how you can still stay light. Be a little more active in your feet, your buttocks, the core muscles. Are you able to breathe freely? As you exhale next, going into your mountain, pressing into your palms, lift your hips. Feel free to take a step forward. Be active in your fingertips, active in your heels. Allow the hips, the buttocks, the tailbone to point upward. Check if all the weight is on your palms. How can you be active in your torso, in the hips? And as you inhale, you can raise your heels, step forward with the right foot. Left knee coming to the mat. Ashwatachalanasana on the other side. What parts are pressing into the mat? How can you be more active with the parts that are not pressing into the mat, not in contact with the mat? To find that lightness. Are you clenching any part around the hips? As you exhale, tucking your toes, coming into a forward fold. There is a chance that we let the body be passive in the forward fold. How can you remain a little active? Active in the buttocks, hips, upper body. Allowing the deep stretches on the back of your body. Now as you inhale, first bring your hands by the side of your head. Feel free to bend the knees if needed. Coming up all the way with the whole of the upper body. You can either join your palms or keep the hands parallel. Lengthen, look up. See if you can take the hands even behind the head. Hasta Uttanasana. Extended arms posture. As you exhale, straightening up, palms in front of the chest. Take a few breaths here. Inhaling back to Samasthiti, the starting posture. Check in with all parts. See what your body is telling you after the first cycle. Take your time to settle down in case the body is still feeling some strong sensations. Now we'll move actively through the other half cycle and then another round. The next half cycle, let's move together. Ready with every part of the body to move. Inhale here. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, raise your arms, lengthen, extend backward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the right leg back. Horse rider's pose. Exhale into plank. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhale into cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale to mountain. Inhaling, step the left foot forward. Exhaling, right foot forward. Inhale as you come up all the way. Exhale, palms in front of the chest. Inhale, hands down by your sides. Take a few moments. Observe your breathing, your heartbeat. Now use your breath. Once the breathing settles down for the next round, both half cycles, use your breath. Your inhalations to feel more energized, exhalations to let go of any exhaustion, stiffness in the body. To prepare to move, take a breath in, exhale, palms together. Inhale, raise your arms, extend backward. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, knee down. Exhale, tuck your toes, go into a plank. You can either breathe in, breathe out, or hold your breath as you go into the 8-limb pose. Inhale into cobra. Exhale into mountain. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, coming up all the way. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, hands down by the side. Observe how you're feeling. Let your breathing, let your heartbeat settle down. When you feel the ease again, now at your own pace, you can go with the last half cycle whenever you're ready. No hurry. See how you can maintain that lightness as if you're effortlessly, gracefully flowing from one to the other pose. Nice. Relax in your samasthiti. Take a few breaths. Because you were moving constantly, check again now to see if your lungs are filling in fully or just partially. Are you exhaling completely or is it only partial? Let the breathing settle down. We have moved the spine forward, backward, and lengthened it with the Surya Namaskaras. Now we'll extend the spine sideways and give it a twist to free up the whole of the spine. So you can turn sideways on your mat, open your feet out nice and wide. We do the triangle and twisted triangle. So the toes pointing to the front of the room. Open your right foot out to the small end of the mat. Left foot slightly turn inward or pointing to the front. Inhale, raise your arms. Your palms can face in front of you. And as you exhale, bending towards that right foot. So feel like someone is gently stretching your arms, taking it all the way to the foot. Now, wherever it reaches, suppose it reaches here today, stay there. But see how you can stay active and you not apply pressure and let all the weight fall on the palm. And if you're comfortable, you can even take the palm in front of the foot. Stay where you are. Check, are you being light on both feet? Are your hips active? Now, if you're comfortable for the next few breaths, you can even take your arm close to the ear. An extended triangle. 5. Constantly keep adjusting to find that lightness. 3. Both legs are straight here, but if you need to, you can give a micro bend in that right knee. And now coming up actively, using both arms active. Inhale, you can straighten the arm and then straighten. Relax. Drop your arms down, turn the foot in, take a few moments. We'll do the lateral stretch to the other side and then go into the twist. This is working on the spine. It's also releasing any tension around the hips, especially the inner thigh of the leg towards which you're bending. Now open the left foot out, right foot slightly turned inward. Inhale, raise your arms, let's bend to the other side. Be active in lengthening the torso, and as you exhale, go down to the left this time. See where you're comfortable placing your hand. Both halves of the body are different, so listen to what your body is saying. Find your stability here. Find your lightness, activeness. And if you're comfortable, take your arm all the way overhead. Stay active in that arm. Stay active in the lower arm, the back leg. 5. How can you find that lightness on your feet, in your left palm? 3. Be active in the core, your hips. And 1. Now first straighten that arm and actively lifting up. Relax your arms. Turn your feet inward. You can take a moment, even by bringing your feet together if you want. We'll go into the twist from here. So this time, turn your right foot out. We're going to twist to the right. And once you go into the twist, if you feel like it's too intense either around the hip or the ankle, you can come out of the pose and even move that back foot a little more to the front edge of the mat. That might make it more comfortable for the hips to twist. So start from where you are. If you need to, come out and go back in. Now inhale, raise the arms. We twist towards the right foot and slowly bend to bring your palm towards the floor. Now for this, you have to rest the hand on the floor only. So if needed, you can bend that right knee. Reach your fingertips at least to the mat and then try to look up at that raise down. As you breathe in, feel that the legs are stretching, your hips are more active. Breathing out gently. Try to tuck the belly button in, twisting a little bit from the lower back as well. Be active in your arms and shoulders. 3. How can you find your lightness? 2. What adjustments would you make if you have to stay here for another minute? 1. Now you can bend the knee if you need for support. Inhale and come back up. Relax your arms. Turn the foot in. Take a few moments. And whenever you're ready, you can explore on the other side. Take your time, no hurry. When you want to move, turn the left foot out. Inhale, feel that length in your spine. And as you exhale, twisting to place your fingertips or palm down. Look up if you can, or just look to the back of the room. Adjust the back foot position. That slight adjustment of the foot can make a difference to how you feel in the knee, in the ankle. 4, 3. What if you need to stay here for 5 minutes? Where would you be active to bring lightness? 1. Now slowly you can bend your knee if needed. Come back up. Turn your foot forward. We'll just go into a forward fold from here directly. Turn both feet to point forward or even slightly inward. And as you exhale, coming into a forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. And place your hands down. Today, if you want, you can walk your palms to hold the outside of the foot also, or hold the ankles. And then slowly start lowering the head towards the floor. Shift a little bit of the weight to the front of the feet. Using that support of your palms on the ankles or the outside of the feet to take the stretches a little deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now you can release your arms, raise them sideways, and start coming up. Gently relax. Step your feet together. Take a few moments. Notice all the sensations in the body. Let us just extend the back a bit before we sit down. So rolling your shoulders up, back, and down. Place your palms on the lower back, fingers pointing downward. And just raise your head, look up. Bring the chest forward. Bring the belly forward. Bring the hip joints also forward. Stay light on your palms. If you're comfortable, you can look to the back of the room. Allow the knees to bend slightly. If not, you can keep your knees straight. If you feel a lot of strain in the neck, try to feel that you're lifting with the front part of the neck. Otherwise, you can even look to the front of the room, in front of you. 4. An active back bend, but not pressing into your palms. No clenching. 2. And 1. Slowly straightening up. Just place your palms on the thighs. Roll forward once. Hanging loose. Take a few seconds. Now bringing your feet together. You can take the legs back and sit into a Vajrasana from here only. Coming on your knees together, heels together, sit back on your heels. We'll take a few breaths here. Today we'll finish our pranayama before moving into Shavasana. So if you're comfortable with the Thunderbolt Vajrasana, you can continue to sit here. If not, move to Sukhasana. We will practice Kapalbhati now. So find a posture where you're comfortable. The discomfort in the body should not distract you. So see where you're at ease. Just make sure your back is straight. Kapalbhati. Moving the energy in the belly region, moving it upward, flushing out toxins, massaging all the abdominal organs. A very powerful practice, but it's important to keep the back straight and try to move only the abdominal muscles, not much movements in the chest and shoulders. Your face also relaxed and easy. When there is no clenching is where you'll be channelizing that energy flow upward. Now come to your belly breathing. Now, if you're not sure of how you are breathing, what muscles are moving, you can even place your palm on the belly around the belly button to know the movement. Otherwise, with the hands relaxed. Now, every time you breathe out, gently pull the abdominal muscles, the belly button inward. When you breathe in, relax the belly. So try this for a few moments. Get comfortable with that. Abdominal muscles only moving. See if you can do this without the chest, the neck moving. Just feeling that movement. Breathing out, belly goes in. Breathing in, belly comes out. Sometimes it's confusing how the belly will come out when you breathe in. So start with the exhalation. It's easier while exhaling to suck the belly in and inhaling, relax. Now we make this movement a little faster. So your inhalation will be relaxed. Only exhale, you suck it in a little faster. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You can go at that pace. Five more rounds. If you're tired at any point, you can just stop right away. And stop. Become aware of that stillness, silence when you stop the practice. Notice all the sensations in the body. When we are doing a more active practice like this, make sure the spine is tall, not bending in any way. Bending creates again a compression or an interference to that flow of energy along the spine. So from the tailbone to the neck, sitting tall and extended. We'll go with one more round. Notice how it feels when you stop the practice. 20 counts, but if you start feeling tired before that, you can stop before that as well. Now exhale, gently pulling the belly in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Continue. Count in your head. 20 counts. And stop once you're done. You are just the awareness, aware of what is happening in the body, all the sensations, aware of the breathing, but just letting it all be as it is. Once your breathing comes back to its natural pace and rhythm, just for 3 rounds, After inhalation, we'll hold the breath in and use that time to observe the state of the mind, see how you relaxed you can be mentally. Antar kumbhaka, retention of the breath inside. So exhale completely. Take a relaxed breath in, flowing into the belly, into the chest. Hold. See how you can be okay with holding. Observe what is happening in the mind. It can give you a glimpse of the thoughtless state. And when you really need to, before the body starts fighting, struggling, slowly breathe out. 2 more rounds of that inner retention. Being very gentle when you have to breathe out. The last round, see if you still remember to step aside and just let the hold be. Don't bring the I that I need to hold. Just feel that the hold is happening. See if that makes a difference. Exhaling when you need to. So take your time. Once you finish the 3 rounds, you can slowly come into a lying down position. So just release, relax the body and go into complete stillness for a while. Take your time. We just move the body a little bit to find that comfort. So lying down, bring your knees together, bring them towards the chest, interlock your fingers behind your head. Just a little bit, drop your knees to one side, going into a little bit of a twist. Just a few seconds, and then you can bring them twisting to the other side. And once you're done with that side, come back to the center, point your feet up, palms up, clench and release the fingers and toes a few times. Take your hands overhead, let your feet rest on the mat. Point and stretch every part of the body. And slowly bring your hands down, keep your feet apart. Adjust the body. We'll do one more breath retention to go into that stillness. So adjust your hips, your shoulder blades. And taking a nice breath in, just hold it in there for a little bit. And when you have to breathe out, feel that you're releasing all parts of the body, releasing all the tensions in the body. And let go into the silence, stillness around you, within you. You don't need to worry about the body now, about holding it a certain way. So let go. There's no need to breathe in any such particular pattern. Let go of the breathing. Simply observe the mental activity today by not reacting, not identifying with any thoughts that are arising, passing. You will allow the mind to settle down. Be that alert witness to what is happening. While we are observing the thoughts arising, passing, there is a chance that the mind just goes off following some train of thought, getting involved in it. Relaxed, alert. You are just the awareness, the stillness in the background. The stillness that is always there in the background of this body mind, background of all of matter and form. So be that expansive stillness. Now, for just another minute, every second, can you try to stay in that stillness, the silence that is there in the background of everything? Even when you don't come on the mat for your practice, see if you can find those few minutes to just relax the body, breath, and connect with that vast stillness, spaciousness, which is in the background of everything in creation. That can make a big difference if you do it on a regular basis. A deeper state of relaxation, ease, no matter what you're doing in the outer world. So try to stay with that stillness in the background as you slowly come out of Shavasana now. See how you can sustain that state of ease, relaxation, even as you become active with the body. Moving your fingers, toes, hands and legs. Coming out slowly, gently, so you can stay in that same inner state, even as you start moving and come back up to a seated position. So take your time, stretch, bend in any way you need. Sitting back up, adjust your posture, bring your palms together. Become aware of your whole body. See if there are any thoughts or feelings that draw your attention right now. And just feeling a lot of love and gratitude for this body mind. And for today's opportunity to take care of them. Let us wish well for all beings, including ourselves. May all find that state of inner ease, peace, be healthy in their body and mind. Let's chant the closing prayer. Take a breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You can rub your palms. Move that energy to your eyes, face, the rest of your body to feel a little more active and light. And then cupping your eyes again, you can gently blink them open. Thank you. Take care.